my channel. My name is Amelia. I'm a life coach, a business coach and meditation teacher, and today I'm going to share with you my 3 top tips on manifesting anything you want. So manifesting is all about attracting the things that we want into our life and aligning with our desires so that we can bring them to us using the law of attraction as quickly as possible. The first tip I have for you is to practice gratitude. Gratitude lifts us out of a state of feeling like we don't have enough, and it makes us appreciate all of the things that we have in our life. So you can practice gratitude by inserting a little gratitude practice into your day. You might like to share over dinner a few things you're grateful for every day. You might like to text a friend a few things you're grateful for, or write down in your journal the things that you're grateful for every day. My husband and I share 3 things we're grateful for every night before we go to sleep. So making gratitude part of your day is really going to supercharge your manifesting. It's going to give you that feeling that you already have enough, that feeling of abundance. And when you're in that kind of energy, you're attracting more abundance to you. So the opposite of that is when we feel lack, when we feel like we don't have enough, when we feel like we aren't good enough, or there's something about us that isn't enough that means that we can't have the things we want. So gratitude, both for ourselves and our life and the people in our life, is a really powerful way to boost your manifesting. It's also something that just gives us a more positive outlook on life. It helps us to appreciate the little things, and instead of focusing on the things that we're stressed and worried about, it retrains our brain to see the good things in our life and appreciate the good stuff. So it's a beautiful practice, a very powerful practice, and a very simple practice that anyone can do every single day. The second way that you can supercharge your manifesting so that you can attract anything that you want is to practice presence. So we spend so much time up in our head either worrying about the future or fantasizing about the future or thinking about the past or worrying about the past that we don't spend a lot of time in the present moment. But the present moment is the only place where we can act, the only place where we can align ourselves with the things that we want. So when we're not being present, we're kind of stuck in the past or the future. And if we're stuck in the past or the future, especially in a negative way, we start to kind of dull our manifesting energy, and we stop ourselves from being able to attract the things that we want. The idea of presence is that if we can be present even when we're not feeling great, if we're being compassionate towards ourselves and we're allowing ourselves to sit with any emotions that come up, because when we're manifesting, people can get into that trap of feeling like, well, I have to feel good all the time if I want to manifest more good things into my life. I have to feel abundant, or I have to feel inspired all the time so that I can attract that. And life just doesn't work like that. We're all human beings. We all feel stressed, we all feel sad, we feel grief, we feel angry. We have the full spectrum of emotions. And so what we need to remember when we're feeling, weighed down, or we're not feeling great, we're kind of struggling with one of those more difficult emotions, is that it's okay for us to be present with it. It's okay for us to feel sad. It's okay for us to feel angry. And if we can be kind to ourselves around that, we can let it go a lot quicker and get back to manifesting the things we want and feeling great and kind of having that great manifesting mojo. So get into the habit of allowing yourself to feel down, not wallowing in it, but allowing yourself to recognize, yep, I feel sad, and it's okay that I feel sad. Where do I feel this sadness in my body? Give yourself a few moments, be present with it, and before long it kind of lifts, and then you can go back to your gratitude or to just noticing the present moment and seeing what's happening around you. Third way that you can supercharge your manifesting, boost your manifesting mojo, is to take inspired action and to watch how you speak about the things that you want. So when I say inspired action, I mean taking action that aligns with the things that you want. It's so interesting, I think, when I sit down with one of my clients and they say, this is all the things I want from my life. I want this and that and that. And then we look at what they're actually doing every single day, and there's a complete disconnect, because they want to feel calm and grounded, but every day they're adding more things to their plate and they're feeling stressed and they're feeling overwhelmed. Whereas if you're taking inspired action, you're looking at how you want to feel, the things that you want to create, and you're taking action that takes you closer to that. Even if it's like the tiniest little millimeter closer to that, that action is taking you closer. So if you want to feel more calm and grounded, maybe it's taking 10 deep breaths before you start your work for the day. Maybe it's doing a quick meditation. Maybe it's just opening the windows and getting some fresh air, because that makes you feel calm in the morning. So it's making sure that your actions are actually aligning with the things that you want on that very small scale. So not necessarily that they're directly even working towards it in that very linear way, but they're moving you towards how you want to feel. They're aligning you with the person that you want to be. An example from my own life of this recently, which is a very random one, is flossing my teeth. So I was a very sporadic flosser up until very recently, and I sort of went, oh, one day I'll get around to being a regular teeth flosser. And as soon as I became aware of that thought, I went, why, like, when is that going to happen? What is this idea that magically one day I'm going to be, on top of my life enough that I can start flossing my teeth regularly? And I just went, I'm going to start doing it now. So for the last few weeks, I've been flossing my teeth every day, and it actually makes a difference. It makes me feel like I'm more aligned with that ideal version of myself, with the best version of myself, because I'm doing these things that I imagined I would do in a perfect world. So now I'm making them happen. So small things like that, it's not necessarily taking me towards my big career goals or my big life goals, but it's making me feel better about who I am, and it's making me feel more aligned with that best version of myself. So think about that in your own life. What are those little things that you always imagine that you would get around to doing, that you would love to do one day, that you would do when you had the time? And think about how you can start making them happen now. How can you take that inspired action that doesn't just take you towards those specific goals that you have, but takes you towards how you want to feel and the person that you want to be, that ideal version of yourself. So I really hope that helps. Just remember, gratitude, presence, and inspired action. That is what is going to supercharge your manifesting. If you have any questions, make sure that you ask in a comment, or you can send me a request and I'll do a video on a different topic or something related to manifesting. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel. There's lots of meditations there. We've got other videos there as well for you to help you live your best life. Thanks so much for watching and for joining me, and I'm going to see you again soon. Bye.